Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners, from wherever you've tuned into this channel all over the world. Welcome to Verdict TV. The news headline: Nnamdi Kanu and matters are rising. Do welcome to this channel once again, and thank you for tuning in to this news. But please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please carefully listen to the end. The successful tracking down and arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has shown that the Nigerian security agencies can take on the insurgents threatening the country's existence in whatever form they present themselves and successfully bring them to justice. While they have refused to use the same zeal to track down the Boko Haram terrorists, bandits, killer herdsmen, and kidnappers, is a cause for concern to both local and international observers. Kanu, better known as Nnamdi Kanu, is a young man who possesses a gift that many people wished they had, a gift of conviction of the gap. When he talks, you cannot help but listen. A gift of propaganda in the mold of Paul Joseph Goebbels, the German Nazi politician who was the chief propagandist for the Nazi Party from 1933 through to the end of the Second World War in 1945. When they say white is black, people believe them. Nnamdi Kanu succeeded in convincing a good proportion of Nigerians that our president Muhammadu Buhari is dead, that the one in Aso Rock Villa is an imposter called Jubril Sudani from Sudan. Many ordinary folks still believe this lie till today. That is how powerful Nnamdi Kanu can be with words. It could make people do incredible things. Some are very ready to die for him, but in the manner of a man, behind the facade is a deep weakness that his followers have refused to see, that the Ipob hierarchy could not comprehend. This weakness has also brought Kanu down. It is a very unfortunate thing. A young man that is so gifted would lead people to their death unnecessarily, without realizing that a more focused strategy will achieve the same results, without any bloodshed. He has lost his father, mother, the kingship throne of his homeland, and several others to their untimely deaths because of his struggle. Though the struggle is a valid one, the right of the Igbo ethnic people to self-determination, he did not start it. Others were there before him, made many sacrifices, and risked their lives. Others doing it in their quiet way, not in the manner that Kanu has chosen to propagate his cause. At best, Kanu would have been fit for the position of strategy and propaganda, not the leader. Kanu's weakness is in his personality traits. He is narcissistic, megalomaniac, and arrogant. On his own, he assumed the title of Supreme Commander of Ipob. By so doing, acquiring that aura of spirituality divinely placed by the Almighty God that cannot be challenged. In this line of reasoning, he had gone on to make reckless statements, insulting people that are far better than him, both in intellect and substance. It disregarded constituted authority, even denigrated the entire Igbo leadership institutions. A tribe with all the best the human race can produce, both locally and internationally, would have a Kanu, claiming to be their leader, issuing orders and proclamations to the extent of harassing his own kith and kin. The enlightened ones among them were embarrassed and scandalized. They distanced themselves from him. Although everyone agrees that the Biafran struggle is a legitimate one, they understand that the manner Nnamdi Kanu was persecuting his own was bound to lead many innocent people into trouble. Kanu was reckless, not discreet and autocratic. I once watched a video clip of him dismissing the whole Ipob leadership in the UK as useless people and sacked them on the live broadcast. He did not allow for due process to take its course and broke no opposition. A classical director who claims to be fighting for the people. That recklessness was what gave room for his easy capture by the federal security authorities. He was fished out like a rat and his balloon, including that of the overrated Ipob structure, busted. Kanu is Ipob and Ipob is Kanu. With Kanu in the slammer, I don't see how Ipob can smoothly run its operations unless they change their strategies. One only hopes that the federal government will offer him a free and fair trial as they have promised. It is also very important for us to have a look at the circumstances that caused an Nnamdi Kanu to rear his head. People are actually marginalized, discriminated against, and accorded second-class citizenship in their own land of birth, of their forefathers. No honorable people will accept that. So the right to self-determination by an ethnic nation is a universally accepted doctrine, in line with the United Nations chapter. No government has the power to deprive a people of these rights. But now that Nnamdi Kanu is under DSS detention, will their agitation still be can it still be actualized? Because Ipob is Kanu. Kanu is Ipob. We have come to the end of the news, dear listeners. What's your view to this? Because we know that Nigeria will never remain united if we continue this way. Our combined armed forces must bring their forces to bear down on those terrorists, come together and work out strategies to eliminate all criminal gangs, the way they have done to Ipob and Nnamdi Kanu. That is actually the right way to go for future peace and prosperity in the land. Thank you for tuning in to the end.